Okay guys, so here's an update video on the studio. So guess what I got? Drum roll! So, as you guys can tell, well that's a mirror back there, but all I have in this whole studio space is one window. And I was like, I need my windows. And so the place I'm living at right now, it has an attic with a bedroom, and it only has one window also, but the way it was decorated is that they had like really old windows that they found. I guess they bought them at a flea market or something, and they just hung them on the wall. And I was like, my mind subconsciously kept believing that it was a natural window, like to the outside, even though it's like just a normal window hanging on the wall. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like stick some windows on my wall, and it's gonna feel like that there's like legit windows. So guess what I did this weekend? I was just driving down the road, and I passed this thrift shop, and I pass it all the time, but like it was actually open this time when I pass it, because usually I'm passing it later in the day and they're closed already. And they've had all these old windows stacked outside their store. And like for the longest time, I mean, I've been driving past this place for 5 years, and I'm like, who would buy those windows? They're like falling apart, and they're like been there for forever. And I passed it, I'm like, I guess I'm gonna be buying some windows. So I turned around and I went over there, and I asked him, I was like, so how much are those windows out there? And she's like, all right, honey, I have a $10 pile and I have a $5 pile. I was like, well, if I get the $10 pile, I'd only be able to afford probably 4, because I don't want to spend a ton of money on this. And then I was like, well, if I can find some in the $5 pile, that's a good, that are in good shape still, I'm gonna get me like a bunch of them, like 8. And so I went out there and dug around, and I found me some in the $5 pile that were like pretty good shape. Well, now that you guys know what I'm talking about, I guess I'll show them to you. Anyway, so here's one right here. So it's, hey look, you can see you guys in the reflection. So this is, it's just like an old window that was taken out of a house. It's been outside for probably, who knows, maybe 10 years? I don't know. Those windows were outside for a long time. So I mean, like, the paint is chipping. Here's another one. And, but gosh, for $5 for like all the panes are still like intact, I'm like, that's a deal. And I actually love that the paint's peeling off. Like, I think that's gonna be really, really cool. So the idea is, let me see if I can stick you guys on the floor here. I don't know if that's gonna work, but so like the idea is to hang them up. You guys can kind of see, hang them up here, and then maybe like stick some lights or something back there. I don't know. How does that look? I think that's pretty great. Anyway, so that's like some decoration stuff that I'm working on. It's still like flaking on me. Anyway, so I also have some furniture and stuff up here. So I have like this little table that I bought from my friend. I call her my art mama. She's like my art mentor, I guess. But so like this is a cool little coffee table to like put your drink on while you're working on stuff. And I got my easel up here. And the flooring's still down. We're still got a few little things to do on the flooring. Like working on some of the flooring around this thing right here. We still got some trimming to do. So, yeah, I still have quite a bit to do. I got my big, huge, fat sewing machine up here. So this is like the motor for it. This is the transmission pail. And then the actual machine's right here. I actually need to buy a part for it, so I need to do that. But I got it for a good price, so I'm not complaining. And so the next big thing I'm going to be working on is that far wall over there. I actually purposely painted that color because I want to put a bunch of old barnwood on it. And I've seen where people have put barnwood up before, and there was like a lighter colored paint, like on the wall. Was light colored, and so between the barnwood you could see the paint still, and I'm like, that's so cheesy. And so you really need a dark paint behind your barnwood so that when there's doomed to be gaps when you have barnwood. And so I was like, it's just gonna fade in and be a shadow if you have a dark wall before you put your barnwood up. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'll show you guys my barnwood here real quick. Here's my stairs. And actually, that wall right there, I'm hoping to put some lockers there. So we'll see if they fit. I don't think I've actually measured them, but I have some like old lockers that were at a school, and then they were at a firehouse, and now they're at my place. And they're kind of, they've been well used and well loved. So we'll see. I'm thinking about painting them like a, kind of like a vintage white, green, teal, blue color. Minty kind of maybe? Minty blue? I don't know. Anyway, so here's some more windows right here. I'm trying to clean and wash. And then I have some more windows in my truck here. So I got a total of 8 windows. So I'm working on cleaning them right now. There's my dad back there working on his truck. I mean his his hay bind. He's cutting hay today. He took the, I think he said he took the clutch out. It's slipping or something. So here's the cabin. And I actually have some barn wood that I had stored in this barn loft. And they were really dusty, dirty. So I actually took them out and leaned them on the shack to have the rain actually wash them as the rain came off the roof. So it's been working. I actually just now flipped them all over so that they can get washed on the other side. So here's some more barn wood that we got from an old shack that we tore down a while back. So that's all I have. It's very interesting barn wood, I must say. They have lots of little nooks and crannies in them. I think it's gonna be really cool how like some of it has white paint on it and some of it doesn't, because I think it's gonna really tie in the floor of the studio and the white paint on the other walls of the studio. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, what else was I gonna show you guys? Oh yeah, some other things that I'm planning on putting in my studio, which I still have in my old studio, which is essentially my tiny house, I guess. Ooh, got some old laundry here. I went swimming in the creek the other day. So like my desk, I'm planning on putting my desk up there. What else do I have? I think my little hutch, I have a little hutch right here. That's, guys, I apologize for the clutter, but like here's my hutch. And I got like some dishes and stuff on it, but I'm probably gonna take my hutch up there for like a little kitchenette kind of thing. I think I'll probably be taking my microwave up there too. I might take this table, I'm not sure. Probably my little sewing desk here. Got a little sewing desk and some other, a lot of this back here is all my sewing stuff. So I'll probably be taking that. And also I have another of these shelves up in my other studio, my barn loft studio. I'll probably be using for that. Oh, also this right here, I can't remember if I showed you guys this already, but this is like a little, I don't think it's an actual antique, but it was at an antique small antique mall thing. And so it has like a bunch of cross stitch thread stuff in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in there, but I just figured it was really cool to like put on the counter or something and put some little knickknacks and supplies and stuff in. And I have another thing I'm going to show you guys real quick that I was planning on putting up in my studio. Also, I'm hoping to buy a flat file for like a lot of the posters and stuff that I have. Like, I'm wanting to set up a section where I can do screen printing and make some posters, 'cause I haven't printed in a while. So I'm going to have like a sewing section, screen printing section, kind of like a leather craft section / like odds and ends, whatever I happen to be making. An office section where my desk is going to be at, and then like my printer, file, papers, maybe like a small tiny scrapbook section. What else am I going to have? I think that's about it. I also really want to have like a section where there's like a bunch of so this is my other studio, and we had this new farm dog, and he kind of got up here and messed it up. So he kind of made a huge mess in here. It was not messy before, so hopefully you guys don't see the mess, but there's the other shelf that I'm hoping to put up there. And then this countertop right here I'm hoping to put up there too. It's it's just like, it's not that nice. It's kind of rugged. So I can actually like do some hardcore stuff on it and not have to worry about destroying the top of this counter. It's just, it's already messed up, so I wouldn't feel bad destroying it. And I have some other tools and stuff up here. This is a chandelier that I made in college. It's actually missing one of the wheels. So it's like a bunch of wheels and canning jars. And I actually had the fittings to put lights in those too, but I never did. Here's my treadle machine. So it doesn't actually have a machine in it yet, but I'm hoping maybe this winter that could be another project me and my dad work on. Here's the actual machine that I want to put it in, attach it to. I've always dreamed of having a treadle machine. Yeah, I don't want to show you guys too much because the dog really messed it up here. So we're gonna sneak away. What else was I talking about? Oh yeah, so like I wanted to have a space, a section in the studio where there's just like tables and chairs where I can have like art nights kind of with some of my friends, and like maybe have enough space to be able to cater to like 12 people to create stuff. And yeah, that's kind of my dream, to have that. Ooh, look at Dad, he's being all workmanship, working on stuff.
Who's that?
This is my YouTube channel.
Oh. YouTube.
Hello YouTube. So that's the update for now. And when I start doing the trimming, barnwood, and lighting, I'll do another update. See you guys.